Welcome to today's webcast, The Power of Planning. In my many years as a funeral director, I know that families make final arrangements in only one of two ways. Either at the time of need when someone has died, or before need, long before the arrangements are required. In my experience, planning before is always the easier way for the family. But to plan ahead properly, you need information and facts so that you can make decisions that are the right ones for you. Today's webcast will discuss the following. What's involved with planning ahead? The benefits and advantages to you and your family. What can be planned and paid for in advance? The many options and choices with cemetery, burial, cremation, and funeral services. Free tools to help you record your important decisions. And at the end of the webcast, we'll take your questions, time permitting. You will then have the knowledge you need to take the next steps in your planning. So what's involved with planning ahead? There are two key components to planning ahead. The first component is to collect the information you need to make decisions that will help celebrate your life the way you want to be remembered. The second component is choosing a company that offers you affordable options and choices that will make this happen. When you plan your funeral, cemetery, or cremation arrangements in advance, you have an opportunity to make it a reflection of your personality, choosing products and services that you want. This is the ultimate celebration of a life well lived. Perhaps you enjoyed the outdoors, and a final resting place in a beautiful nature walk appeals to you. Or you're that avid golfer and your favorite clubs will become part of the ceremony. Maybe you love your cottage and have a photo that will be etched onto your granite marker. When the time comes, by planning ahead, you will leave your family and friends with a wonderful memory and a final resting place that they know has been chosen by you. A recent Canadian study indicates that there are two main reasons why Canadians plan funeral, cemetery, and cremation arrangements in advance. The first is to provide peace of mind for themselves and their families. The second reason is for the financial savings. When you make funeral, cemetery, and cremation plans in advance, your family knows exactly what you want. No argument. The decision is made, paid for, and recorded on a legal contract. When the time comes, your family will not have to focus on making decisions at the worst time of their lives, a very difficult and emotional time. Instead, they can focus on helping each other. By planning ahead, you have given both you and your family the gift of peace of mind. Every day, I deal with the resistance that families have about allowing one of our licensed representatives into their home or meeting with us in our office to discuss these important decisions. But families who I meet with frequently tell me that I have helped them put their minds at ease. By explaining the many choices and options in a comfortable setting, families are able to make these important decisions. I encourage you to ask for our free information and find out what might be right for you and your family. Though all the information is provided free and without obligation, in my experience, I know how important it is to explain things in person. So we do not mail this information out, but instead I ask that you make an appointment to have it delivered and give us an opportunity to walk you through all the steps. Remember, there's no obligation. Our goal is always to provide families with options to help them make choices that are meaningful to both them and their families. More than 1 million Canadians have planned ahead with us. You're in good hands.